it can be a challenge for women veterans to transition into civilian life. And here to tell us more about this challenge and resources for help is Dee Quaranta. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
All right, so I love your glasses, by the way.
Thank you.
They look cool.
Yeah.
You look great today. All right, so how do veterans make the transition into civilian world? So I'm a military brat, right? So I have a little bit of I've got a little bit of firsthand of this, but there's a lot of folks at home that maybe haven't gone through that yet, and it's about to happen. So what can they expect?
They can expect life to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's a different culture.
Yeah.
Obviously, we speak a different language in the military. Life is a little bit more restrictive when you're active duty. So going into civilian life, it's like a baby having the wrap taken off of them, and now you're not sure what to do.
Okay, so we oftentimes, honestly, a lot of times we really hear about men and their transition from the
Right,
military.
yes.
Okay, so talk to me about women, because they go through their own like situation, correct?
For women, it can be different and difficult because when you come out of the military, a lot of times you come with children,
Yeah.
right? Newly divorced, some change in lifestyle, as well as some trauma that may have happened while you were active duty. And so having to carry that with you and adjust to a new type of life can be difficult.
Yeah. So okay. So how do we meet those challenges?
We meet them, organizations like us who realize that because we are all women who have served in the military, is there to help them with that transition. And then the community also understanding that there is some differences.
Yeah, absolutely.
And educating the community so when women do come out of the military, the community that they want to integrate into understands
their needs and where they're at, right?
Yes,
So they can help.
yes.
Okay, so how does Women Veterans Ignited help?
So Women Veterans Ignited, we offer so many services for our women veterans because we understand, because we have served ourselves. We provide financial assistance, food pantry, workshops, professional and personal workshops for them as well, counseling, group counseling and individual counseling. So there's a lot of things that we offer for them because we understand.
Okay, and so is this a service that is like is it a free service? Is it a sponsored service?
Everything that we do is free. Now, I will say, we were not funded this year with the state, so a lot of our services we've had to curtail until we're funded.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that we're dealing with right now.
Okay, so how do we help at home?
How do we help at home? Well, funding is always a great thing to have. Donate, go to our website, donate, share that message, that there is help in the community for women who have served in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
Just get the word out.
Well, let me ask you a personal question. How has it been for you? How was your transition?
My transition was I'll say after I retired from the Air Force, I spent 5 more years overseas with my spouse who was civil service. But then coming back to Jacksonville, they, even with family, they didn't really understand. It was a totally different culture.
Yeah, I bet.
And I joined when I was 18, so my entire adult life up to that point
very structured,
was
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
It was a totally different environment, so it was difficult.
Yeah.
And so
I've heard it feels like you're on an island.
I feel like an alien. I do, because
Well, I tell you what, thank you so very much for your service. I really do appreciate it. And what you're doing now is absolutely integral. So thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank
so
you
give
so
us that
much.
website one more time.
www.4FOR, women, vets.org.
Thank you so very much. I
You're
really do
welcome.
appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having us.
All right.